Hello and welcome back to Euro Football Daily, where it's time for transfer talk. With January getting ever closer, the transfer rumours are hotting up and there's been plenty of big stories to talk about over the past week. In case you don't recognise this voice, that's because I'm Henry, I'm the new member of the EFD team. They decided they needed one more well-spoken voice to give Doogie a run for his money. And you can tweet me at Henry_Hill94 or at EFD Squad using the hashtag TransferTalk if you have any rumours of your own or you think we've missed a big story. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, turning that notification bell on so you never miss one of our videos. Let's get into it. We start in Germany, where Jadon Sancho is back in the headlines after reports have emerged that his relationship with his club Borussia Dortmund have reached their lowest point yet. The Athletic stated that Sancho is tired of being made a scapegoat for Dortmund's tough start to the season. After 12 games, the West German side are 6th, 5 points behind leaders Borussia Mönchengladbach, and have struggled in the Champions League in a group featuring Barcelona and Inter Milan. After an explosive campaign in 2018-19, which saw the 19-year-old score 12 and assist 14 for Die Borussen, Sancho has come under fire this season for various reasons. Dropped after returning late from international duty in October, he was then substituted after just 37 minutes in a 4-0 thrashing away at Bayern Munich. To make matters worse, his coach Julian Draxler did little to voice support for the English star in the wake of the substitution. And it is this treatment that is reportedly pushing Sancho towards the exit door at Dortmund. Bemused by the lack of support from his club given his young age, and with a number of suitors following the situation closely, a huge transfer scramble for his signature could soon happen. In reality, his performances this campaign have mostly improved on last year. With 4 goals and 6 assists from 10 matches, his assists per 90 have risen from 0.18 to 0.23, and his 3.6 dribbles per game is bettered only by Kingsley Coman of Bayern Munich. After establishing himself as one of football's biggest stars, Sancho may finally be thinking it's time to move on after 2 years in Germany. The Athletic report that the shortlist of clubs he would consider has been reduced to Barcelona, Real Madrid, Liverpool and Manchester United, with PSG and Manchester City maintaining an interest, all clubs with the financial means to make a big move happen. Having only signed a new contract in September 2019, Dortmund will expect a huge transfer fee for the winger. But with his disillusionment under Swiss coach Lucien Favre growing and the prospect of playing for one of Europe's biggest giants in La Liga or the Premier League on offer, Sancho could be set for a blockbuster move in the near future. So do you think he'll be leaving Dortmund anytime soon? And if so, where should he go? Let us know in the comments section. Guess what? It's that time of year where Paul Pogba is back in the headlines after stories have emerged that the Frenchman is trying to engineer an exit from the club as early as January. Sidelined since the end of September, Pogba is reportedly ready to return to action but has deliberately asked not to play in order to force United into a sale. Should the rumours be true, it would be a real slight on the club, with the Red Devils already short in the midfield after failing to replace Herrera and Fellaini this summer, as well as the recent injury to emerging key figure Scott McTominay. While he can divide opinion with his work rate and attitude, Pogba has been one of United's most creative outlets in recent years, even making the PFA Team of the Year in 2018-19. In his 3 full seasons in North England, he takes an average of 3.2 shots per 90 as well as 1.7 key passes per game. And he's managed to back up the statistics with 6 goals and 10 assists in 2017-18 and 13 goals and 9 assists last season, with Marcus Rashford's 16 goal involvements the only player in the United squad to get close to him. It's no secret that Pogba has been pining for a move abroad, with his former club Juventus and Spanish giants Real Madrid often touted as possible destinations. But after seeing a move fall through in the summer, the midfielder, managed by controversial super agent Mino Raiola, appeared set for another season at Old Trafford. However, with Solskjaer's team no closer to a top 4 finish, well off the pace in 9th position, it appears Pogba has had enough of playing by the rules. The Daily Mirror and various other outlets are reporting that United would seriously consider bids in excess of €150 million, and it remains to be seen if Real or Juventus would be willing to stump up the cash. With the World Cup winner seemingly no closer to returning to the Red Devils squad and his relationship with the club reportedly deteriorating further, Pogba may be closer than ever to sealing that dream move he's been desperate for. The forgotten man of the Paris Saint-Germain project, the once prodigal German star Julian Draxler may finally be set to move in January after watching his career stall in the French capital. When he signed for PSG in January 2017 for €36 million, it brought the amount of transfer fees paid for Draxler to €79 million at just 24 years of age. And after impressing in the Bundesliga with spells at Schalke and Wolfsburg, it was hoped the winger would propel PSG to European glory. But things have never really kicked on for him. After 31 appearances, including 22 starts for the French champions last campaign, the German has made just 5 appearances this time round. Often outshone by his celebrity colleagues, his expected goals and assist rate of 0.39 in 2018-19 was significantly bettered by all of PSG's main attacking options. and even worse than the 0.46 return of Dani Alves despite the right-back being 36 years old. While his return has improved to 0.5 this campaign, his teammates haven't let up, with Icardi, Di Maria, Mbappe and Cavani all offering well over an expected goal and assist per game. Draxler's not immune to transfer rumours, having been seemingly linked with Arsenal during every window over the last few years. But it appears time may finally be running out for the German, who has played just 56 minutes of international football in 2019. And while Draxler has reportedly vowed to fight for his place in the team, additional competition from Pablo Sarabia, limited game time and financial fair play pressure may push Draxler to the brink come January. L'Equipe have reported that a number of Premier League clubs are voicing interest in the 26-year-old, who could set to be available on the cheap in a similar deal that saw Lucas Moura join Tottenham for a bargain price of €28.4 million. Draxler undoubtedly possesses quality, but approaching his peak years, it may be time for him to show his talents on a more regular basis and leave the bench of PSG for good. So EFD fans, is Draxler past it, or is he a player you want to see your club take a chance on? Let us know in the comments section. Another French star who has hit the headlines this week with talk of a move is Barcelona's out-of-favour centre-back Samuel Umtiti. In what will no doubt be a concern to his Premier League suitors, Umtiti has thrown the door open to a return to his former club Lyon after seeing his playing time in Catalonia plummet. Everything seems to be going well for the French international following his €25 million move to Spain in July 2016. 50 league appearances in his first 2 years were coupled with 1 La Liga title, 2 Copa del Reys, and the small matter of a World Cup winners' medal to add. But an injury in 2019 limited the Frenchman to just 14 league appearances, and his replacement in the side, Clement Lenglet, hasn't looked back, having played 10 games so far this season. When asked in an interview with Sport about his future plans, the Frenchman gushed about the club where his career started, stating he would love to return to Lyon as a player or coach. And now, aged 26 with his best years ahead of him, a life on the bench at the new camp will not be high on his agenda. In July 2018, Umtiti signed a contract extension with a buyout clause of €500 million. Now, while this is a ridiculous and almost irrelevant figure, it supports the reality that any move for the Frenchman would likely be expensive and normally beyond the financial capabilities of Lyon. There are a number of Premier League clubs reportedly interested in the defender, with Arsenal keeping an eye on the situation. But stranger things have happened in football than the prospect of Umtiti returning to Lyon, so it may well be the surprise transfer of the next window. Finishing our French theme is the news a number of Premier League clubs are set to start a bidding war for Monaco's young centre-back Benoit Badiashile. He joins Rennes' teenage sensation Eduardo Camavinga as yet another young French star pricking the ears of Europe's biggest clubs. Just 18 years old and standing at 6'4", Badiashile is having a breakthrough campaign in the Principality state, playing over 1,000 minutes in 12 league appearances this campaign. And there is good reason why the youngster has kept his place in the Monaco starting 11. Averaging 3.9 tackles and clearances per 90, he has outperformed his centre-half partner, Kamil Glick, in both blocks and interceptions, with the latter an experienced player at 31. Unsurprisingly, scouts have been more than happy to head to the Stade de Louis to watch the French under-19 star, with Newcastle joining the likes of Wolves, Barcelona and Borussia Dortmund all said to be keen on the player. Touted for a huge future for both club and country, Badiashile won't come cheap, with early reports in France and the UK claiming Monaco have slapped a €35 million price tag on the star. With his contract up in 18 months and with interest only set to increase on him more, Benoit Badiashile will surely be the subject of a monster transfer sooner rather than later. So, Wolves and Newcastle fans, do you really think you can convince Badiashile to leave Monaco for you? Let us know in the comments section. So that was transfer talk for this week. Do you think Sancho or Draxler will be coming to the UK? Let us know in the comments section below. Remember, you can tweet me at Henry_Hill94 using the hashtag transfer talk. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any other amazing content. I'll see you next time.